Welcome to the lounge. Please welcome back to the lounge, Joywave. Hi, guys. And here comes Jen. He needs a better intro. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Dan, the mustache looks great as always.
Thank you. I combed it this morning.
You should. That's the.
You have to.
That's
you know?
the deal. The
deal sealer.
The deal
Yes.
sealer is what
Yes.
it's named.
Yes.
Well, welcome back to Chicago. You guys have been so nice to us over the years, being here and playing Picnic.
Oh yeah, this is our second lounge performance, right? And
Yes.
we've done 2 picnics.
2015, 2017.
Yeah.
So when you see Chicago on the docket, what do you think? Free association. What words do you think of?
Man, I think of the Giordano's deep dish pizza that someone made me eat one time. I don't know. It was one of the first cities that we traveled to. Me, Joey, and Paul were in a band, a local band from Rochester. We ended up having a show here on July 3rd, 2007. And I remember this because we were in Millennium Park on July 4th, 2007, and we hadn't really traveled outside of Rochester or anything. And I remember thinking that everything was really big and cool and really liking it. It was like New York City, but cleaner.
Yes.
Yeah. So it had all the nice stuff that you wanted, but it didn't smell as bad.
Well, that's my metaphor because I'm from New York and I moved here about 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And I always try to tell people, like, it's a cleaner New York with breathing room.
Yeah.
You got everything you want plus space.
Yeah. I enjoy it. And I remember like a year later watching Obama on TV when he won and being
Right,
like, I was there. This is so crazy. And me and Joey were walking down the street earlier, and I said, did you think, 12 years ago that basically 12 years from now we'll be back in Chicago, like doing the Taste of Chicago thing tomorrow?
Right.
And Joey said yes, and I said, yeah, me too. And I said, yeah, me too.
He had that vision.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Now, tomorrow at the Taste, after or before your performance.
Is that the shorthand? Is that the proper shorthand?
The Taste. Yes, the Taste.
We're playing the Taste. Okay.
You're playing the Taste tomorrow.
Yeah.
You get an arm's length of food tickets.
Okay.
What are you doing? Where are you going?
I don't know. I didn't know that there were food tickets or anything about it. So tell me. Tell me
probably
everything
the band.
You know.
You probably have access to the free food.
Well, we were thinking, was there like shitty catering that we eat, and then there's like great food for everybody else? Because that happens sometimes.
No, maybe it's the other way around.
We get the best food tomorrow.
Yes, you do.
I like
No
that.
way.
Yeah.
All right, let's not talk about food. Let's hear music because that's what we're here to hear you guys.
Or we could just keep talking.
Or we can keep talking.
We're doing this thing right now. We have a new record coming early next year called Possession, and we've been doing these little fly dates that we've been calling Possession Sessions. We did New York, we did LA. There's these little underplays, and we flew in from New York this morning, and we were out very late last night. And we haven't done one of these acoustic sessions in a very long time, or with the songs that we're about to play. So this is going to be terrible, and I'd like you all to lower your expectations right now. Oh, we don't know what we're playing. That's the best part. Do you want to do... Should we do like a Kennedy first?
No. No, not first.
Not
we're gonna
first?
We're gonna crash and burn. We're gonna.
No, I think that'll be the best one. Let's start with Kennedy. You want to start with it? Okay. So we just put out a new song about a week and a half ago, or 2 weeks ago now. It's called Like a Kennedy, and we put out a video for it a few days ago. If you have not watched it, please watch it. It's not funny at all, and it is my favorite thing that we've ever done. I don't want to really tell you too much about it, but this song is called Like a Kennedy by Joywave, or some version of that.
Head is swelling like a Kennedy. I won't be afraid. I won't be afraid. I'm spilling on my Jackie next to me. She hopes for the best, but I'm losing faith. Are they gonna bomb us? I don't know. Do you think they'll build the wall? I don't know. TV's talking to itself again. Do we shoot 'em all then? Should we let 'em all in? Porter stops me in the street and says they'd love to get a call. It'll only take a sip. Are they gonna bomb us all? I don't know. Do you think they'll build the wall? I don't know. Do you think they'll take it all? I don't know. I just want to be fat and old and happy. Are they gonna bomb us all? I don't know. Do you think they'll build the wall? I don't know. Do you think they'll take it all? I don't know. I just want to be fat and old and
That's a great song.
Hey, thank you.
And a very, very powerful music video, too, which, if you haven't seen it yet, you need to watch it maybe even a few times. And it's, you're reimagining the Kennedy assassination.
Yeah.
Which happened over 50 years ago. But it's not a political statement at all.
No, not really. It's basically, if you haven't seen it, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's like a cyclical kind of retelling of the Kennedy assassination, where the moment happens over and over again, and the other people in the car are not surprised at all and begin to not even react at the violence happening around them. And yeah, I mean, it's crazy that, you know, that assassination happened 56 years ago and nothing has changed. And you think about, I've been thinking about this a lot lately, but the three like 20th, 21st century moments that every American remembers, right? If you're older, it's Pearl Harbor. If you're a baby boomer, it's the Kennedy assassination. If you're our age, it's 9/11. And it's like two of those events resulted in this massive change. Like, right, Pearl Harbor happens and we enter the Second World War. There's these Japanese internment camps set up for, Japanese descent American citizens. And after 9/11, there's, of course, the War on Terror and the Patriot Act and the TSA and the whole airport security theater that we all go through now. And it's like the Kennedy assassination, you have a white guy shoot the president and nothing happens. And it's like everyone's just confused by it, and everyone's like, well, maybe next time. And then the thing keeps happening over and over and over again, and it's like when the enemy is not part of like an other group, everyone's afraid to legislate it out of existence.
Right. It gets stuck in.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it's about, to me, it's the gun issue, and it's about how accessible it was, and how people aren't really doing anything about this monumental event.
Yeah.
Without getting too deep.
Yeah.
It's hard to bring the room down here. But it's more of, to me, and I think you stated this somewhere, where it's just the oversaturation of it everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Just different events of different urgency. Everything's urgent.
Yeah. It's constant breaking news. We're all just inundated by it all the time, and it's hard to think straight.
Right.
About
like simple things.
Anything. Yeah. Like, what am I going to have for dinner? Or like, what are me and my girlfriend going to do Friday night? Or whatever it is. It's just like everything is ending all the time. Everything's extreme so that we click on it. And then there's a value to our click. And then the ad that we see. And everything's designed to keep us enraged all of the time.
It's just a system that keeps on going and perpetuating. And
yeah.
Now, was that something? I mean, you had some time off from the last tour cycle. Were you more observant of all this sensationalism going on?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely had some time, and I'd like turn on the news for a second or like read an article, and I noticed like every article was about the outrage over something instead of the thing. And
instead of a solution,
yeah.
Or instead of, okay, what are we going to do about it? It's more of like identifying who's on what side, and then it goes back and forth. Like, well, let's fix it.
Right, but I mean, when you're wasting your time reading an article about the outrage over a kid who said this or did this or something, it's like, why are you like? It's like we're 3 times removed from it. Like this is nothing.
Right.
It's
overwhelming.
Yeah.
When you just take a moment to step back, it's like,
yeah.
What's next?
Yeah.
And then what's unfortunate, like was an incident can happen, and then it's almost gone in the news cycle. A week later.
Yeah, and you can't talk about it while it's happening because you're politicizing it, or like out of respect for people. Like you can't talk about it right now. Right. And then a week from now, when it's forgotten, everyone's on to like the next outrage issue, and nothing changes.
I think we should all take a deep breath. Right.
I just flew in from New York, and boy, are my arms tired.
Whoa, okay.
Sorry.
How's Rochester?
It's really great. Thanks
Tell us
for
about
asking.
Rochester.
Everything's nice there.
Yeah.
People are nice. It's a mid-sized city. I think it's the 48th or 49th largest city in America. Much smaller than Chicago.
Industries there, Xerox and big companies?
Kodak.
Kodak.
Which is not out of business, despite that being the Google search. If you type Kodak space, it's like Kodak out of business is like the first thing.
Well, you shot the video on Ektachrome film, right?
We did, yeah.
I remember that from college because I had to do slides on Ektachrome.
Yeah, they just brought back the Ektachrome still film.
See?
Very recently, yeah. Yeah, it's E6 process, which is weird. There's like very few people that can still do it.
And you can get one of those white dogs in Rochester, right? Talking about the taste of Chicago tomorrow. You can't get one here, but tell us what a white dog is.
Someone else should, because I don't eat them. They look disgusting.
Pork and chicken.
It's just a hot dog, but it's actually not white. It's gray, which is kind of weird.
But not red.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just don't. I think it's not smoked. So like hot dogs are smoked. I think the white hot's not smoked.
Okay.
I think that's what it is.
I don't think I've ever eaten one.
Okay. There's a ringing endorsement.
Yeah. Don't. If anyone ever tries to make you eat a white hot dog, don't do it. Why would you eat a white hot dog?
It put Rochester on the map. How about a song? How about a song so we could...
If you insist.
I do insist.
Do you guys like this cajon we rented? Paul rented it because he doesn't know how to play a cajon and he thought it would be funny to sit on one. You did hit it like 4 times in the last song, right? I'm sorry. Did I embarrass you? He learned. He just learned right now. It's actually very impressive. He was looking up cajon tutorials earlier. What would you like to play, Paul?
I have It's a Trip loaded, but we can do whatever you want.
We could. Let's do It's a Trip. It's a Picnic 2017 hit. A sensation. I think that was the first time we ever played it live was at Picnic 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We do a lot of testing on you guys. Pretty much anything the station is doing, we're like, we'll be there. We'll figure it out. I mean, if Joey's ready.
And Paul starts it.
You do it, yeah.
Creeping little sneaky little foreign places. Terrifying territories I can't take it. It's a great big atlas. Yeah, I'm feeling dumb. When you've gotten what you want, maybe I should start over. There's nothing left to want, up and at 'em again. You don't know what you want, yeah, I'm thinking it over. Just tell me what you want. Floating little secondhand slapped like go-gurus. Keeping me from thinking straight of lost composure. When you've gotten what you want, maybe I should start over. There's nothing left to want, up and at 'em again. You don't know what you want, yeah, I'm thinking it over. Just tell me what when you've gotten what you want, maybe I should start over. There's nothing left to want, up and at 'em again. You don't know what you want, yeah, I'm thinking it over. Just tell me what to want.
Oh, this is the part where none of us know what to do. If we let enough time pass, this part of the song will just go away. And we can move on right about here.
When you've gotten what you want, there's nothing left to want. You don't know what you want, yeah, I'm thinking it over. Just tell me what when you've gotten what you want, maybe I should start over. There's nothing left to want, up and at 'em again. You don't know what you want, yeah, I'm thinking it over. Just tell me what you
Want.
Are you Daniela? That's Daniela.
Hey,
Daniela.
oh, cool patch.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Daniela is sitting in the Wintrust best seat in the house. Oh, fancy,
Great
fancy.
seat. How did you get that seat? And they said you need to sit up front. Everyone else works here. You need to
That's
sit
right.
up front.
She won the Wintrust best seat in the house. You can do it 101wkqx.com. The It's a Trip video.
Yeah.
really cool video where you're on jet skis. It's Miami. It's got a Miami
No
Vice.
social commentary bullshit.
Right, and it's just fun, and then it takes a nice turn.
Yeah.
You have a lady riding with you because probably the deal sealer attracts that kind of thing.
Natural. Those are
Clearly, clear elements there.
surrounded by people like that.
Tell us, if you haven't seen the video, tell us the concept of the video, and then maybe a little spoiler at the end to get them to...
Okay, we are all riding jet skis.
They're wave runners.
They are. Can you just peacefully play the cajon, please? Thank you. We're riding wave runners in Key Biscayne. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, sure.
That's where they film Pitbull videos.
Yeah.
And we're riding on the jet skis. And there's a girl literally from a Pitbull video on the back of my jet ski. We had nothing in common all day. And we ride around and we slowly begin to get older and older as time progresses. And eventually we are just skeletons falling apart. And the girl is exactly the same age. Ride into sunset.
I mean, it's the best 4 minutes you'll spend on YouTube. It clearly is. Also, it was about a year ago, I really enjoyed your appearance on Colbert.
Oh, thank you.
That was, and you're fans of Colbert, I assume?
Huge fans, yeah.
So that must have been an incredible thrill to
That was extremely cool. Yeah, were you a fan of the old show?
Yeah,
The
Colbert Report, yeah, of course.
I had one of those. Remember when he slipped and he broke his wrist,
Yeah.
and he had the wrist strong bracelets? I had one of those bracelets, so I wore it that night. And right before we go on TV, he comes over to shake my hand, and he looks down, he sees my bracelet, he goes, "No fucking way!" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "The rules are you have to give it to someone more famous than you." So I
Right.
slid it off. He goes, "You're right," and he puts it on, and he holds up the record, and you can see it on TV. He does this little like wrist shake with the little
Yeah.
wristband on, but. All day I fought to get they're always like, well, what do you want to say in the teleprompter? And I fought all day to get it to say, here to perform the song Doubt from their Grammy eligible record, Content. And they were like, Steven kind of does his own thing. I'm like, yeah, well, put it there, just see what happens. So I see him read it before it comes back to air, and he's going, Grammy eligible? Grammy, is that a thing? Grammy eligible? And the camera comes back, and then he kind of does it straight, like, from their Grammy eligible record, Content. I'm like, fuck yes. It was amazing. And then as we play, there's this like lull in the song in the bridge where everything kind of quiets down, and I walked over and I sat on the couch on his set, and he had been off camera kind of in the audience, and when he saw me do that, he walked outside of the camera line and sat next to me on the couch. And as I'm sitting on the couch singing, he starts leaning into me, but he stays out of frame the entire time. So I'm trying not to laugh as he's literally pushing on me as we're playing on national TV. And it was amazing. It was like I wanted to be fucked with, and he delivered.
What a great experience.
Yeah.
Really, really cool experience.
Yeah.
And he used content and not content.
Yeah, he
as
said
his-
it. He said it the
he
right
said
way.
it appropriately.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a smart fellow.
Yeah, very smart.
How about one more song?
Sure. Here to perform the song Doubt from their Grammy eligible record Content. Please welcome Joywave.
Tell me all the things I'm supposed to like, what you wanna hear, what you think is right. I'm not present, my thoughts are misaligned. So every time I close my eyes too tight, it's the fall of 1929. A panic playing out in black and white. Got myself down, I feel like I sold out. I feel like I am down, I'm down without a doubt. I feel like I let down everyone around. I feel like nothing counts, down without a doubt. I fill myself with doubt. loves me for normal life. I'm in at 9 and I'm out by 5, and there's goals that hit 'em every time. I can sell plans of different types to wealthy men and the trophy wives, and go home to see the kids at night. I fill myself with pride, feel like I sold out, feel like I'm down, down without a doubt. I feel like I'm down, everyone around. I feel like nothing counts, down without a doubt. I fill myself with doubt. Never good enough, never satisfied with nothing. Never good enough, never satisfied with nothing. Never good enough, never satisfied with nothing. Never good enough, never satisfied myself with life. Feel like I sold out, feel like I'm down, down without a doubt. Feel like I'm down, everyone around. Feel like nothing counts, down without a doubt. Fill myself with doubt.
Thank you. You can come to the Taste of Chicago tomorrow and hear us play our real songs the way they're really meant to be played.
And eat lots of food.
And eat lots of
Just
food.
eat everything. Just try one of everything. Chicago's a great food town.
How long have you been doing radio?
20 years.
Whose fault is the acoustic format thing? I don't know. Foo Fighters? Incubus? Who's to blame?
It might be Foo Fighters. I mean, I think that
it is Foo Fighters.
That Everlong acoustic song, it became popular in Howard. Because the song wasn't so great, but then the acoustic version
Right.
really, and the people started playing that. So
Yeah.
that could possibly
Yeah.
be the
I just
source
want
of
to
it.
know who to punch.
Please.
Yeah.
Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl. Yeah. So many of our songs are like production based, and there's just like wild sound effects and stuff, and then it's like, here's an acoustic guitar, and I'm like, this instrument is not in the song. Yeah.
That's Grammy ineligible.
Grammy ineligible, yes.
Joywave, thank you again for your time. You're always welcome here.
Thank you for having us back. We appreciate it. We love coming here.
Yeah.
You guys are very nice to us, so thank you. We're gonna go. Where are we? We're going to the Chicago Music Exchange later. We've never been. It's supposed to be legendary. Is it cool? Yeah. People say. Oh, good. Tons of acoustic guitars. That'll be perfect.
Right up your alley.
Yeah.
And maybe you get lost in a deep dish pizza again like you did the last time.
Yeah. A room full of cajones for Paul to sit on.
All the things. One more time for Joywave.
Thank you.